as it is so long, we are going to have to be careful. Ooh, always dodgy, but yeah, that's kind of, in this video I'm going to be talking all about the black 3-section staff we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. I'm going to be talking all about its features, why you'd want to train with this, where you can probably go and learn to train with a weapon like this, and at the end I'm going to show you just a few little tips and tricks just to get you started training with 3-section. Hi, my name's Doug Swift. I've been doing martial arts for the past 34 years and I've been the owner of Enso Martial Arts for the past 17 years. If you're liking this video, click the little icon, subscribe to this channel and get all the latest videos and updates from Enso Martial Arts. So let's get into this video and learn all about the black 3-section staff we have for sale at Enso. So the 3-section staff has become a really popular weapon, really good fun to train with. People really like having a go with these. Now, there are specific styles that are known for training with these, but to be honest, a lot of people will just pick them up. Now, you do get people that are really interested in nunchucks and want to have a go at what they call like a 3-section nunchuck. And to be honest, that's probably not the best idea. It's very different training with these than it is chucks. There are some moves that kind of can cross-relate a bit, but not so much. But anyone that's training with a bow staff, that's got good with a bow staff and comfortable, it's really good to have a go with a 3-section. It really adds that extra element of like fear and like danger and the possibility of really clonking yourself really hard with the staff. So yeah, like I said, there are styles that use these. You know, there's a lot of Kung Fu styles that are known for using them, like Shaolin's known for using them, and Wushu especially. But yeah, all across China there are a lot of 3-section sort of staff forms within the different styles of Kung Fu. But like I said, anyone that's doing a fair amount with bow staff will just want to pick one of these up and just have a go with it, and I definitely recommend that. It really does get your precision like really dialed in. Spinning one of these is a very different beast to just spinning the bow staff. So let's have a look at some of the features. So as you can see, this is the black 3-section staff, so it is painted black, but it is oak, so this is a red oak that's then painted black. So it's very tough, very durable, nice good solid weight, and yeah, and it's sort of the same thickness all the way down. You can also see that all 3 lengths are all exactly the same length, from about 2 foot. I'll give you all of the actual dimensions a bit later on. And just at each of the ends, and then the ends of the 2 middle ones, it's got these little grooves marked out for it. Now, these grooves on chucks are usually for grip, and I guess if you're holding the 3-section like this, you do get a little bit of grip, and I guess holding it here as well. But if you're spinning it in the middle, those grips do absolutely nothing. So yeah, it's good to have them on, but they are, you could argue, slightly decorative as well as potentially useful for some techniques. Now, the link between them is a ball bearing chain, which is obviously very popular on nunchucks these days, and it does spin really fast. Now, the actual links are longer than, say, some of the traditional 3-section staffs, but like I said, they spin much faster, so you can really get a really good spin with these. Now, this does add its own problems as well. It does mean that they're a bit more sort of wayward in the air. There's slightly less control than, say, like the traditional ones with the loops. Also, the length means that it's got more chance to swing around, but that does just mean you have to learn more control. Once you've got that control, you can go much faster. So that's why these appeal to people, because you can be much faster with them. You can have a much sort of smoother spin, and it's a lot less clanky and jangly than, say, the traditional ones. So yeah, these are definitely like not for the faint-hearted, but once you can get these going, it can be really impressive. As I promised earlier, we'll just have a look at the dimensions now. I've put all the dimensions online, so if you want to know more of the technical details, just go and check that out. But yeah, this length, so it's just an inch over 2 foot for the actual stick, but to the end of the bearing, it's 26 inches or 66 centimeters. Now the chain length is relatively standard again compared to chucks, so it's about just under 6 inches or 14 centimeters. Now the whole thing, you can see, is pretty long. So even though these are just over 6 foot, because of the chain, it makes it almost like probably 7.5, 8 feet. So let's just have a look at that. Oh, always a nightmare to measure. Yeah, so it is 91 inches, 231 centimeters. So yeah, pretty long for a martial arts weapon. So at Enso Martial Arts, we do actually have 4 different types of 3-section staff. Now, I don't know anywhere else that's selling that many 3 sections, so we feel quite proud to have a really nice selection. So as well as the black 3-section staff, we also have the traditional Shaolin 3-section staff, the rubber 3-section staff, very good for protecting your head, and a 3-section metal bow staff that is a bow staff and screws out into a 3-section. So as promised at the beginning of the video, I'm just going to show you a few techniques just to get you started with 3-section staff. Now, as it is so long, first thing I'm going to do is move this camera back just a little bit, and yeah, let's see how we get on. So, now there are a few simple things you can train just to give you a feel for playing with the 3-section. And the first one that's pretty easy, that involves very little risk of damage, is just swinging both sides around while holding the middle. Now this is really easy, you can just stand there, but it does get you used to having 2 sticks spinning around by your head, you know, and it's pretty easy, especially with the ball bearings on these. There's no chance of it going anywhere, and it's pretty easy to stop. You can obviously do reverse ones as well, you know, and spin them forward. So that's a really nice easy one just to get you, just to give you a technique that you can actually do with these. Now obviously there's all kinds of things that you can do where you're just spinning around one thing, and this is where there's a little bit of connection towards training with nunchuck, just spinning one around, you know, and if you want you could turn it over if you want. So yeah, just one side, or even just cross your arms. But that gives you, you know, again, just something that you can do training with these that isn't too risky, as it were. Now, for those of you that are training with this, most of you would have done some bow staff techniques. So you would be used to just spinning it and doing like 1.5 spins and whatever with the bow staff. So that's definitely something you want to do with this as well. Now, as it is so long, we are going to have to be careful. Ooh, always dodgy, but yeah, that's kind of one that you want to get used to doing. So 1.5 spins each side, changing it from right to left. I definitely recommend doing this with a bow staff first, so you've got it really smooth, really nice and comfortable, because it is all about momentum. All about momentum, just trying to keep the 3-section nice and straight as possible. Oh! And that's definitely a really good one to practice. Looks really good, and it's definitely pretty scary. Thanks very much for watching. I hope it was useful. I hope you learned loads about the black 3-section staff we have for sale. If you like this video, remember to click the little icon and subscribe to the channel. Get all the latest videos from Enso Martial Arts. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Cheers!